G'day and welcome to Stitch Up and another episode of Planet Coaster. And here we can see there's been quite a bit of building going on in between that last episode when we create the very base of the fort, or the very small, transport station for the fort. And so off camera I've been experimenting. This is my first fort building. I've literally never used the fort set in Planet Coaster. And so now I'm just starting to build a few different ideas. So let's just quickly take you through the structural parts. Also very good to see that the guests are actually using the transport rides. I really like that I'm working on this theory that the park is or the three areas are so far apart that they must use the transport rides to get from one part to the other. Maybe eventually I'll go back and put in some paths that connect them and bridges, but at the moment we're just going to keep it going with just the transport rides. So I'm using a combination of the fort pieces, and then I've recoloured some of the castle pieces, and I'm trying to use browns, reds and greys. I'm hoping that if I use enough of both, they will fit in nicely. The tops of the walls are going to be this. I don't like the way that ties in. I'm not sure if I should recolour it, but I'm just wondering whether or not it just looks a bit too crisp. But we may go recolour it, or that those two tones might be the style of this fort. It might be a kingdom who built in brick and then discovered the use of concrete. Or in the story it might be a case that originally the original part of the fort is the lower half, and then it was fortified at the top. So just some structural changes. So the train comes in from the Adventureland, it basically all the way around past the lake, across the water. The train then goes in here into this, I'm not sure what it'll be, but I think it'll be enclosed at that point. Maybe, and then it goes underground. So train goes underground here. Not a huge fan of the steam being shown, but we might find a way to fix that one soon. And then train comes out here. This one's quite a steep angle, so we might change that eventually to come out, and then swings round. It'll either swing around a big part of the fort, a big circular tower, or it might even be a circular part of the fort with some sort of circular ride or flat ride inside, and comes back to the train station. Train station is also, and there's the people waiting to use it. Train station is also running across the top of the fort nicely, and I like that. Even goes through this section here, and we're going to put, and then goes back there. So I think that kind of is a good start at the moment. Let's get into some building. So we know that the guests will want to come down here and do some stuff fairly soon, so we might just get a bit of building going on. What are we going to do there? So if I go building and custom, and then let me just go to, should I try more? Building set. If I go castle, just go back to castle there. Now I'm wondering if maybe castle wall, because we've got the brick and then we've got the castle wall. Just wondering if maybe if I recolour these castle walls, and I could then if I could line up these, that's where I'm going to put the shops in. Have these got a grid? Yeah, they should have a grid. So yeah, so if we try and line these up perfectly, turn angle, snap off. Oh man, didn't want to do that. Did not want to do that. So what are we doing here? Z. Went for the shift key when I should have gone for the Z key. Yeah, cool. So one thing I don't get in Planet Coaster at the moment is you get straight lines for straight plazas, and then you've got to eyeball putting buildings against them. I just think there should be a snap to straight line function. Because if your mouse is a bit insensitive like mine, I haven't quite got the mouse bit worked out. I just find it weird. Anyway, that's probably going to have to be good enough. So let's just see if we can start building that one on a grid. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. Cool. So now what I might do is use this one. So I'm going to put in some food shops and just get a little bit of a plaza of shops going. And might take this one out. Yeah. And then we'll just try and get in, yes, we'll get in a couple of shops. All right, so they're thirsty, so we need drinks. Street Fox coffee. We've got some sort of auto stack going on. Yeah. Cool. Street Fox coffee. And before we go and do Pip Shot water, let's put this one all the way in. Excellent. Now, shall we have a nice little gap? I think we should. Yeah. So I think these, well, pieces of wall, are they? They're those. Yeah, that's going to tie in nicely because castle on that might be 3 sets, but it's going to fit in nicely. Okay, so, and I think what I want to do here is put some shops down the bottom and a little eating area up top. Or a big eating area up top. So we're going to need a bit of space, so let's go. And we'll go on the inside there and the inside there for another shop. And then here, bit of symmetry happening. We'll go inside, Z, and we'll go there. And we'll go there. Oh, no. And there. Yeah, that's good. I think that's nice. Yeah. All right, so there's a coffee in the middle. And in fact, we'll do 4 across. So let's go here and here and here. And so we've done coffee. And now we'll want another. So there's coffee, water, smoothies, juice. Let's do juice. In fact, should we do juice in the middle? Yeah, so drinks in the middle. And then we're going to do some food ones. So let's go, we'll go pizza, tiki chiki, onto Fritz, Missy Good, Excelente, hot dog squad, chief beef. Hot dog squad would be good, and pizza pen. I think that's a nice little mix. Okay, so back to building. And again, I'll just get the basics going in this set, and then we'll come along and put in, we'll put in some finishing touches off. You can change those up a bit. I wonder if we will do that. Might just change the sun setting to 1 p.m. See if I can get, yeah. So this way I'm getting the sun facing the front of the shops just while I make the changes. And I might just see if I can change the lighter colour to be like a brown. Yeah, that's kind of, I think that's going to fit in a little bit more with what I'm doing over here on the tops of these walls. So we'll do that. I don't know if we need to go back and fix all the other ones. I might be able to just get away with not doing the other ones and just leave them because we are going to heavily build this up, but at least then, so I'm not sure now how it works with picking the set and whether my other pieces have the same change to them. Let's find out. Yeah, it does. So that's good. There's obviously something a bit clever going on there that makes it do that. Do I want to make these flat? Going to try and do actually, so if we've got three in the middle, and we might do a statue in the very middle, so let's go, oh no, actually let's do this one flat and statue at the back. So we'll do statues in the 2 sections, and this one here can be flat in the middle. Cool. Okay, so that's kind of good. Now we'll just get a bit of a building going on. Do I want it to be fairly big? Yeah. Cool. Okay. So we do want a fairly decent sized building here, and it'll be built into the fort anyway. So let's try for that. Cool. Just trying to get a bit quicker on my building. So if I, you know, I really, as you can see from my first videos, I shied away from the building. I really have. And I'm trying to step it up now with the building and, you know, not just be a scenery placer, which is what I was absolutely doing. Cool. That's all right. Yeah. Bit of overlap going on there, but she shall be fine. Cool, and I'm not going to spend too much time doing this because you know me, I'll go and fix it during the in between. Now, this is interesting. I think what's happened. Let me just try something here. So this one's on the outside of that. Oh, and this is not on the outside of that. Okay, cool. So in that case, we want to go... actually, no, we'll move this wall in. Is that right? Did I... Yeah, but that's going to fit in a bit better with how the building's going to look. So let's do that. Let's change these ones. And we're going to move that to be there and then put an extra one in here. Oh, actually no, what we're going to do is put some toilets in here. So shops and facilities and toilets, first aid and toilets. Let's see if I can just go, actually, let's do this. So toilets, toilets, now, if we can put quite a few in here. Back of the shops, it's going to be toilets. How lovely. So if I go... is that creating paths already? That's interesting. Not sure if I wanted it to do that, but that's a lot of toilets. At least the guests will be able to get in there. And... okay, maybe we should go and connect the... paths immediately. What's the menu system so high? Okay, so if I go to paths and I go here and it's grid, oh man, then we should be straight off and running. What's happened here? Railing unelevated. Yeah, but we don't, it shouldn't be elevated. Just check the terrain. Flattened a foundation. Yeah, so there were issue. Cool. All right. Still issues. Just hit the wrong button there. But that's all right. We get this sort of a bit more like this now, and that telltale sign that the terrain wasn't quite right. Yeah. Okay. Go on. Good. So here. Well, this is grid, so if I go... Now, hang on, this is a bit odd. All right, it doesn't really matter what they look like here, but still. Yep, so if I go like that, will that work? Yeah, that's kind of cool because we don't want them going through the wall. That connects. And now we just need a connection there. Look, it's going to be untidy inside, but we don't really care. And, in fact, look, they're walking up something there. So I don't know what's actually, what's the main condition there. But we'll go with it. I think it's flat. I think it's flat to foundation. We'll find out if there's issues. It's going to be, I don't mind that it does that. This shouldn't be a perfectly, a perfect sort of area. And we'll... Let's go back to building and finish, excuse me, finish off this castle bit. So what do you got there? Some sort of castle entrance? Castle arch. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now, this is going to be an eyeballer. Is it? You're going to be an eyeballer, mate. Yeah, we need a red in there, don't we? So I think it was that one. Was it? I think it was. Yeah. Oh, it might have been. All right, let's try and just put this one in here. Actually, we can kind of put it in there. No, you know what? Let's do it so it fills it, and then why is it going to be like that? Maybe we'll go like that. That's what we can get away with. And then now it starts to build on a grid. Oh, I see why it did that. Right, because I'm an idiot. All right, cool. Because I went out of building it into paths. So if I go edit building, God, I'm so stupid. And now grab that bit. Ooh, where is it? Castle Arch. Ooh, minaret bit. Yep. And then I just go like this. And they're both the same on either side. Oh gosh. Try that dark a bit. See if that's, I think that's exactly it actually. Well that's kind of it exactly there. So that works. And I don't need any lights in there. So I think that's kind of going to be good. All right, cool. Now, do we have any bits that are slightly, from Castle, that are slightly taller? So I'm talking flat Castle piece. Yeah, yep, that's it. But 1 meter. Let me go for, I need 2 meters. Where'd that go? Castle roof. 1 meters. I think I have to use 2 of them. 2 meters. That's it. And it gets my color scheme. That's good. Cool. Now we'll go for auto stack. Yeah, so we'll go there. And now we just want to put a bit of a border around the whole thing. Cool. Okay. Hopefully it just, no, it doesn't do that. So I want to go this piece. Okay, I think I'm coming up to just a bit of information. I think I'm coming up to my first time lapse as well. I've been doing some research and found a few videos on how to do time lapses, and I'm just experimenting with the software. So yeah, some time lapses are coming on the channel because that is unacceptable to be doing this sort of building. But you know, that's my style, and some others have been doing it as well, and they're probably a bit better than me, but that's okay. We're just we need to yeah, find a better way to do that. So there's a castle arch there. So what I might do, I wonder if, so we had that gap there. Yeah, all right. What do we do here? Z. No. Oh man, is it? What's the redo? What have I done? I don't know what the redo is. Okay, that's cool. Gee, you really have to concentrate. Stitch up. Check that on there. Right, well, we know that can go there. And then let's just take single pieces from here and go and just finish it off like this. From here it was right the way in at that other end, isn't it? But on that, have we got the same profile? Yeah, we decided that it was going to be on the outside there. But it's because the use of the arch has hidden that little join. So if I go like that, and take this piece out, and get the arch, yeah, that was that. No, why are we? I don't understand. All right, so we definitely have a different corner piece happening here, and on the other side we're all good. My mathematics are not working. Oh, right, I see. Oh, gosh. It's because we put that piece in, and then didn't account for, hang on. Yeah, so I think now we can just move this whole wall in. I think. Let's just see if we can do that. Hopefully we can just move it in a bit. Yeah, we can, but we just need to do it as, so if I just delete it, yeah, and then go like this. Oh, auto stack. Oh man, auto stack does me in a bit. Right, auto stack could be the death of me, I reckon. I've got to find a more fluid way of turning these buttons on and off. Okay, cool, that works. So if I just now go, because the auto stack, God. If I copy these pieces now, just move them back a tiny bit. But I don't reckon it'll let me, so if I put them here, and then I just want to move the arch. Now we're cooking. And well, at least I've found what my little issues are, and you know, at least I'm aware of what's going on. So that's all right. That's fine. Cool. Okay. Now we'll just do a little bit of this. I'm very wary now that this is going to get super boring, super fast. So this will be a lovely. In fact, maybe I'll just top out the top of this and we'll leave this bit because I can finish this off camera and make some more details off camera, but we'll start just having a look at what else we're going to do this episode. That's good that they're going to the food spots. They're probably thinking, how do we get up to eat? Cool, so castle roof, flat roof to start with, yeah, and we're going to be. Now it's got the red in there. I just wonder if maybe I can make, is that the top bit? Because maybe I can make that a bit darker as well. Yeah. And that is cool. But could we make it a bit, could we, what else is a good colour? Geez, that's going to add a nice little bit of colour to it, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to blend it in nicely. What else? That's kind of cool. I'll use that. Okay, cool. So if I put it there, how's that going to look? Yeah, that's going to look good. That is going to look good. Cool. All right. Now we'll come across and put some other stuff on there as well. Oh, okay, so we need to work out what's going to be in here, in this little bit. Is anything going to be in there? Yeah, how about we do a, I should have done that first. Let's just put a, if I go to shops, what else is needed in here? So if we go in there, we don't need any information. Oh, gift shop, perfect. 3 different gift shops. Yes, this is, well, no, they should use gift shops outside. First aid's a bit more sort of, yeah, first aid could be good. So if I go here and here, how about just, they walk in and there's a first aid. Yes. Okay, cool. So if I go paths, get the path sorted now, and then grid it. Oh, actually, this is going to be how they get up and around anyway. So, all right, let's do this. Let's keep it symmetrical for now and make some changes a bit later with regards to paths. And how we do that. Take the grid off and connect. Ooh, why did you sit up in the air? Okay, so we just need to remove the first aid. Hang on. Maybe we just need to go move. Edit the building. Edit the building. Shops and fit. Everything goes. Now first aid. That is just brilliant. We'll stick a second first aid one in there as well, just because. And I'm gonna, before I go ahead and do all this, I'm gonna need to fill in all those walls and make it nice inside as well. So that's an off-camera job as well, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. Okay, so what else this episode? So this is a bit of a catch-up episode, just to let people know what the channel's up to and or what we're doing here. Some fairly big changes. So we do want to make it a nice big sort of square, and people can come in here, and it's I'm going to have some British soldiers doing marching displays along here, and there's also going to be a lovely port. So this will be a huge sort of port there, and another one of those ships, pirate ships or ships like this will be there. I'll try and flag them as British. I just need to work out how to use the flags correctly as well. So I think that's kind of cool that people can sort of see across from the North American adventure part over to the fort. Lots of trees, maybe nice mountain, and then definitely a lovely roller coaster behind here. Toying with the idea of possibly a wooden roller coaster, a woody, and maybe when we do the fort, having the wooden coaster going along the edge of the fort or along the walls, some airtime hills going up and down the walls and stuff. I think that could be kind of nice. So I don't mind the idea that the castle or fort is a bit sprawling. I should remember it's a fort, not a castle, but yeah. And I kind of like that we're using some similar types of sets. We're now using 3 different sets, or 2 different sets here, but different colour schemes. I think that all kind of works. So there's a bit for the guests to do at the moment. Got a nice little food plaza happening, which will keep people happy. But really, it's not really about the guests at the moment. It's about building and making things nice. So we'll get that in there because we need to, but eventually, we're going to drop the guest count in the whole place just so it doesn't hit the screen, hit the performance of the machine. Mind you, this park is a test because I want to put in as many pieces as I can, just so I can see how my Alienware computer goes, because I've got an Alienware laptop that's pretty sort of specced out, the 15 I think it was, and I want to see how I can push it. But yeah, this is cool. I'll probably also do a little bit of building off camera of some other buildings, and then placing them inside the park as well. So I don't mind. Again, I've been upfront about adding people's blueprints. Just give them a bit of credit. There aren't that many of other people's blueprints in here, but there's definitely a few over in the Adventureland. So I'll be using both mine and their blueprints. Cool. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed that. Please leave a comment or a like. I actually have an opportunity to pop a path in from here directly across to there, and I think that would work quite nicely. And we can do a big fort gate as well. So that might be a nice little way forward as well. You might see that appear at the start of the next episode. But thank you for that. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.